The long-awaited trial of notorious drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman begins today in New York. Mr. Guzman was extradited to the US from Mexico in January 2016 on charges that he trafficked tons of cocaine and other drugs into the US and beyond, and ruled over a brutal empire in Mexico as the leader of the Sinaloa cartel. Mr. Guzman has pleaded not guilty and faces life in prison if convicted. His trial in Brooklyn is expected to last up to 4 months amid heavy security to protect jurors, witnesses and Mr. Guzman himself. The BBC's Tawfik reports.
Joaquin El Chapo Guzman was the U.S. authorities' greatest prize in the war on drugs. He is known internationally as the leader of the world's most powerful and violent drug cartel. His extradition to the United States from Mexico almost 2 years ago set the stage for what is sure to be the biggest trial for narcotics crimes in U.S. history. Prosecutors accuse him of trafficking drugs such as cocaine and heroin, worth $14 billion into the country through the Sinaloa cartel. But his defense attorney says his reputation doesn't match the reality.
He is the perfect scapegoat. You'd think that he was the only drug dealer in Mexico, that he was the only leader. There are leaders of the Sinaloa cartel that are as big as him, bigger than him alleged to be. You don't even know their names.
Before his capture, following this dramatic raid, El Chapo Guzman was a mythical figure because of his ability to evade law enforcement in Mexico for decades. He twice escaped from maximum security prisons, once through a mile-long tunnel from his jail cell shower. Peter Vincent, a former Justice Department official, says it was El Chapo Guzman's own mistakes that led to his arrest.
He ultimately was undone by his own arrogance and his own sense of ability to get himself out of any jam.
It's said he was planning to make a film about his life. After a secret meeting with actor Sean Penn, he agreed to record an interview. The tape will likely feature in his trial, alongside evidence such as wiretaps, drug and weapon seizures, and testimony from rival cartel members.
The trial here in Brooklyn will take place under heavy security and could last up to 4 months. If found guilty, El Chapo Guzman will spend the rest of his life in a maximum security prison in the United States. Tawfik, BBC News, New York.